of
Well, they,
Gillard, or find some supporting evidence of
yes,
Gillard?
we did have a discussion in relation to that. And, you know, when we asked supporting evidence, you see, in the nature of the allegation, where Gillard said, look, the two of us, it was just the two of them. So it was kind of difficult for them. So, but they were still trying. That is how it got over to me. Because I asked them to see, let us unravel this.
Understood it was just the two of them, but there were other facts. There were other bits that Gillard would have stated, for example, the description of the firearm. Did you see any leads or any attempt by the police to diligently ascertain whether there was any credible evidence to suggest that Nizam may have had, or had not owned, but probably had possession of the firearm?
Well, they told me they did search Nizam's house, and they didn't say anything about any long black gun.
Uh, in retrospect, we would have heard the different sides from the police as to how the investigation was conducted. As police legal advisor in retrospect, are you satisfied with the nature and quality of the investigation of this matter?
Well, you see, I don't understand what you really mean. I advise on what was given to me on the file. So I wouldn't know what they did outside because I was guiding them from the time the file came to me. I was asking them to look at this, and like they were having great difficulties. There was 1 minute there, the last minute from Mr. Blanham. If you look at it, you will see what he was saying. Because he was telling me the police were having great difficulties.
But I can rephrase.
Because the file was going and coming.
Yeah. Would you then say that all the advice that you would have given, or the instructions that you would have conveyed to the police officers, they were carried out in full, in part?
Well, I would say to a certain extent, to how far they could have managed.
Is there anything else you wish to tell us that I may not have asked you about, just to say?
Well, my advice was that the evidence, I found the evidence tenuous. In this way, what I will say, I could not, on the state of the evidence, say that Gillard was lying, neither can I say Mr. Khan was innocent. That was the state, that is why I say the evidence was tenuous, in meaning that unreliable. And I could not, in all, honesty, say, advise anybody there to be prosecuted because of the state of the evidence. You see, then, when Mr. Anthony came along, Anthony Adams, there is evidence that there was a telephone call from the printout between the two. They had a conversation. But that is all. All it show consistency in the fact that, look, these people had a talk. But I don't know what they spoke about.
Almost like me. The question of bail.
Oh, I was not involved at that stage. I heard it first when Mr. Ramnarayan came here because I was not involved in that part. So I wouldn't know.
You were never asked or
No.
sought?
No. That was the initial stages. I do not know anything about that. I can only speak from the time the file came to me, which was on the 12th of April.
Thank you, Justice.
Okay.
I know now we ask Mr. Chan. Mr. Chan, do you want to go first?
Just one question.
Please.
Were you satisfied that on the advice you give in relation to investigation, the police were making efforts to comply with your advice?
Yes,
You were satisfied?
yes.
That's all.
Mr. Ram?
I have no questions for the witness, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ram. Mr. Allen?
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
In relation to this particular investigation, do you agree with me that advice from you took three forms? Written advice in the form of an attachment to the credit file.
Yes,
Advice forming part of the minutes, as well as oral advice.
yes.
The police.
The oral advice would take this, when the police come to report to me, they may come to tell me, look, we weren't able to complete what you asked us to do because we were having difficulties. This person hasn't turned up, or things like that.
I understand. So, the police keep a minute on their file about the development in the investigation and the movement of the file and so on. Do you keep a minute, a separate record, written record?
I keep the written record only, but I do not keep when they come to me, because so many people come to me, and they don't come to me in relation to one matter. Sometimes Mr. Caesar comes, he discusses 3-4 matters, and he may just refer to this one.
I understand. So, the written records in relation to this investigation will
Yes.
be encapsulated in the minutes and in your,
They would
Attached
all
written
be in the
advice.
file.
yes. But with regards to the oral records, you do not keep a written oral advice. You do not keep a written record
No,
about every time somebody comes and asks you. things
no,
about-
man, that would be tedious
That
because
is
so
completely
many.
understandable, yes. Now, the CIA headquarters has produced a document to this commission called an activity log, setting out all the activity that they took part in relation to this investigation. So I wish to refer to that activity log in relation to your assistance to them during this investigation.
I'm not aware of that law,
Okay, I will ask for the,
and I've never seen it before.
very good. I'm hoping that the commission could assist by making available a copy of that activity log that was produced to the commission, so that the witness would be able to see what I'm asking about.
Arby? That's
This is their activity.
Now, Justice Singh, according to this activity log, Mr. Caesar,
What page you're speaking
I'm
about?
looking at number 11 on the first.
11,
On the very first page.
11 on the first page.
Now, according,
This is the 29-3.
yes, that's it. Now, because everything is being recorded, I wish to put to you what is there. According to this record, on the 29th of March 2017, the very day that this investigation started in that department, Mr. ASP Caesar visited the Office of Police Legal Advisor Justice Singh and discussed the allegation made by Andrif Gillard against Nizam Khan. PLA advised that the allegation amounted to the offense of solicitation or incitement to commit murder.
Well,
Now,
that,
I know that you don't have a written record of these visits,
well,
but does this record jog your memory?
well, I might have told him that. He might have come, he might have told
You
him.
might,
Yes, I would have told him that.
you would have told him.
Because I know we did, this sounds familiar.
Right.
Because whenever they come, as I say, sometimes they come with several. And I remember vaguely they did, I heard about this matter, but that's it. But at that stage, remember, there was nothing. Nothing.
Well, no, you agree with me that the major crimes unit is a unit that often comes to you and appear to be busy in several investigations at the same time. Do you agree with that?
Yes, in a way, yes, they do.
Now, could I, Justice Singh,
But that is all I know about this matter on that day. I don't know anything more.
I understand. You would not have been at that stage furnished with statements and all.
No.
So your advice, we understand.
No, they probably just asked me what type of offense would
Right.
have been committed, so they would know how to go about their investigation.
That is a commendable course of action for an investigative team. Do you agree? To seek your advice as early as possible.
Well, yes.
Now, could I direct your attention to number 25 in the activity log, which is on the other page? It states at 11 hours the following day, on the 30th of March 2017, that Mr. ASP Caesar consulted with you and briefed you about the status of the